Are you interested in teaching in Spain? In this video, I give you 10 ways to legally teach in Spain as an American or a European citizen. So hi, I'm Lindsay and I'm doing a special series on my channel for living and teaching abroad in Spain. I've been teaching in Spain for several years and I've also been traveling to Spain for more than 10 years. So in my channel, I just want to give you guys some tips and support for having a successful and awesome time teaching abroad or living abroad in Spain. So if you're into that, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and also subscribe and share this video with a friend, and let's get into the video. So you might be about to graduate from college, or you've maybe been working for several years already and you're thinking, all right, I need to change of pace, or I just want to try something new, and maybe you're thinking about teaching abroad. So in this video, I'm going to give you guys 10 ways to teach legally abroad in Spain. Spain is actually one of the top countries in the world to teach abroad in. I think it's maybe number 2. It's like China, Spain, South Korea. But anyway, I think it's a great place to start out if you're thinking about going abroad and teaching abroad and you've never done that before. Just because the culture is not drastically different than American culture, and also learning Spanish is really hot language to know right now. So it's one of the great places to go to teach abroad, especially if it's your first time. Below in the description, I have put all the links to all the different programs. At the very bottom, there's also a link for just information on a startup guide on just moving to Spain and getting started teaching English, which you all might find very helpful too. All right, let's get into the 10 ways that you can teach in Spain. So the first 6 programs I'm going to talk about are language assistant programs, which mean you're only going to be teaching part-time. You may be teaching anywhere from 12 to 24 or 26 hours per week. And you can earn somewhere between 450 euros a month all the way up to 1,400 or more euros a month. It just depends on the hours and the program you choose. But health insurance is included, which is a great bonus. And generally, you get a lot of free time. You can do extra private classes on the side if you want to earn more money, okay? So the first language assistant program I'm going to tell you guys about is the North American Language and Cultural Ambassadors Program. This program is run by the government in Spain, and it hires the most language assistants of any program, and it's probably the most popular and most well-known. I talked about this program in a lot of my different videos, but this program probably hires somewhere between 3,000 to 5,000 language assistants each year. I think in Madrid alone, something around 1,500 to 2,000 language assistants, and then the rest could be in any other region. I think even in Mallorca, in the Canary Islands, they also hire. And in this program, you're going to make anywhere from 700 to 1,000 euros. The benefit also of this program is that they hire almost everyone who applies. Generally, it's a first come, first served basis, so the sooner you get your application in, the more likely you're going to get placed in a region in Spain. The key is to get your application in early if you have a regional preference. If you don't care, then it doesn't really matter. But if you end up applying late, usually you kind of end up in maybe Murcia or Extremadura or just another kind of unpopular region to apply to. But don't let that scare you off, because you can have an awesome time in any region in Spain. Like, the culture is amazing everywhere. So don't worry about that part of it. The one thing with this program though, it's kind of a gamble, because even if you end up with Madrid as your region or community, you can end up in a community, or you can end up teaching in a pueblo that's an hour and a half outside the city, which can be a total drag and kind of put a damper on your experience because you're spending so much time in the commute. But this could also happen in Andalusia or any other region. You could just be in a pueblo hours from civilization. So it is kind of a gamble, and I've heard people with good and bad experiences. I've had good and bad experiences, but overall, this is the program that's probably easiest to get into. So if you're worried about the application, this one definitely apply to, because you'll definitely probably get in. So program number 2 to teach in Spain is with the Instituto Franklin. And the special thing about this program is it is a language assistant program. I think you're teaching anywhere maybe 16 to 18 hours a week. In addition, you're also getting a master's. And the master's is usually in some language program, either teaching English, teaching Spanish, or international education, something like that. But if you're interested in doing a master's in Spain, this might be an ideal program for you. Number 3 is the Beda program. Now, the Beda program is very similar to the other language assistance programs. The one thing that makes this a little bit different is that you can become certified to be a Cambridge English examiner, which I'm not exactly sure what that means, but in Europe, I think this can open up more opportunities for you if you want to teach outside of Spain or teach an academy or something like that. When you have Cambridge English examiner on your your curriculum vitae or CV or resume or whatever, I think that you can get jobs easier. So option number 4 is teaching through CIEE. Now CIEE, I think they actually buy up spots from the North American Language and Culturals program and then sell it to you at a premium rate. But they do provide special services like visa help, getting started with a telephone, finding an apartment, other just startup costs. They kind of guide you along depending on which special package you choose from with them. I've heard good and bad things about CIEE as well, but I think personally, if you're going to be going to work in Madrid, that I think it's worth it. For me, when I moved to Madrid, it was kind of a struggle, and it was my 3rd year in Spain. Like, my language skills were pretty strong, but it's just a really big city, and it can be really overwhelming. And the visa process there is a little extra complicated. You have to get this empadronamiento thing and all these other papers signed, and it's just crazy. Every year it seems like they're adding more things. So if you really want to go to Madrid, I recommend applying through CIEE. Link is below. All right, so option number 5 is teaching with MEDDEAS. MEDDEAS is just another language assistant program with varying hours and things like that. But the thing that sets this program apart is that actually they have a component where you can choose to live with a homestay family. If you're interested in improving your language skills and like having a more cultural experience, I recommend applying to MEDDEAS. So option number 6 is teaching with UCETAM, which is UCETAM. And UCETAM, the main thing that sets this one apart is that you can actually work the most hours and earn the most money through this program. I think you can teach up to 24 to 26 hours and earn 1,400 euros a month or more. So if money is an issue and you want to earn like as much money as you can, UCETAM might be the program for you. The one thing is, I just want to give a warning, if you're teaching more than 18 to 20 hours a week, it's a lot of hours. 26 hours a week is a lot of hours, and this can be really, really stressful. So if this is your first time teaching and then you jump right into 26 hours, I don't know, for me it would be a little intimidating and stressful. If you have experience, it probably won't be as bad, but it is a lot of hours teaching. But it's another option to make a lot more money. All right, so those are all the language assistance programs. Now we're going to kind of move into a new sector of teaching abroad, and this is more for people who are actually certified teachers in the United States or Canada or Australia, for example, or England. So if you're already a certified teacher and you're teaching in a public school system, because they kind of prefer public over private, and you've been teaching at least 2 years in the public system, you can apply to be a teacher at an international school. And the benefit for this is that you can actually teach any subject. You don't have to just teach ESL or English. You can teach PE, science, social studies. You can apply to be a principal. It just kind of opens up your options, and you're going to get paid a full-time salary, insurance, and you're just going to be able to live a lot more comfortably. So if you're more serious about teaching abroad, more just a language assistance program, or you've had more years of experience in the education field, you might consider teaching abroad at an international school. I know they have one in Madrid and they have 2 in Barcelona. You can check the links below. That these schools are recognized by the State Department as official American international schools. So these schools are legitimate, and I'm not gonna say you're gonna get paid super amazing to live like amazing lifestyle in Spain, but you're gonna live a lot more comfortably than a language assistant would. And I think that you are able to have a 2-year contract and you can renew for as long as you want. All right, so option number 8 is working with a Department of Defense school. Now, the Department of Defense has bases all over the world for the most part, and especially in Europe and in Asia. But working with Department of Defense is you're gonna get a good salary, and they're also gonna pay for your living expenses. So you can live a really nice lifestyle working with Department of Defense. The only caveat is that it's kind of hard to get into working with Department of Defense. I think you have to be certified, to have worked at a public school at least 2 years in the States, similar to work in an international school. And then you just kind of have to keep applying for the Department of Defense. Sometimes I heard you might have to just apply to any country in the world, and then slowly as you have more experience in the Department of Defense, you can kind of pick another country. I'm not totally sure how that works. But anyway, I know they have 2 or 3 schools in Andalusia, I think in Sevilla and Cadiz. So I think it would be an amazing place to work, and me personally, that was my ultimate goal when I got a master's in teaching ESL, was to just to live in Andalusia, to work in Department of Defense school, make good money, have a great life. My career opportunities and desires have kind of changed and shifted since then, but I think working for the Department of Defense anywhere in the world is probably gonna be the best paying job teaching abroad that you can find. All right, so option number 9 is teaching at a TEFL academy, and that means teaching English as a foreign language academy. You can go to any TEFL academy anywhere in the world to be certified. I think like a CELTA certification or Cambridge or something like that is probably the most prestigious. The thing about this though, I feel like it's geared a little bit more towards European passport holders, like people from England, the UK. Mostly because in Spain, to work at a TEFL academy without a European passport is really difficult if you don't have a work visa. And it's really hard to get a work visa if you're an American, period. A lot of times they say you have to have the job lined up to get the work visa, but a lot of times you can't get the work visa unless you have the job lined up. When I was in Madrid, they'd always ask me, oh, do you have a work visa? I'm like, no, I don't have one. They're like, eh. So this TEFL thing is really more for European citizens. But I'm just dropping on here in case there's anyone who's interested in working at a language academy. You can click the links below to find out more information. But if you're an American, I really would steer you more towards international school or the language assistance program. Okay, so the last one, number 10, is volunteering abroad. Now, I know CIEE has a special program that you can volunteer for 3 months abroad in Spain. I think you get a homestay and like 2 meals a day in the program, if I'm not mistaken. You don't get paid, but you get an amazing experience with a family, and you're teaching, I think, in a public school, just like you would be in the language assistance program, but it's much more short term. So if you're not sure if like teaching abroad a year is the thing for you, you might just go ahead and do this like volunteering thing. And the good thing about this is I think you can apply year round to this program usually, instead of having to apply just in the spring or just in the fall. So it gives you a lot more opportunities in case you graduate in August or something and you want to go abroad in January. Teaching abroad, well, volunteering through CIEE is a great option. Additionally, I think there are other ways you can volunteer abroad. I put a link below just so you can kind of check out different opportunities for volunteering abroad in Spain. Anyway, so those are my 10 ways for you to teach abroad in Spain. All the links are below for you to check out and find out more information. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more videos. Share this with a friend and let me know in the comments below what program do you think you'd be interested in applying to, or which one have you applied to, and let me know how that goes. So thanks so much for watching and see you in the next video.